1 year ago, I took office amid 2 wars, an economy rocked by a severe recession, a financial system on the verge of collapse, and a government deeply in debt. 1 in 10 Americans still cannot find work. Many businesses have shuttered, home values have declined, small towns and rural communities have been hit especially hard. And for those who'd already known poverty, life's become that much harder. And this recession has also compounded the burdens that America's families have been dealing with for decades. Understand why it seems like bad behavior on Wall Street is rewarded, but hard work on Main Street isn't. Or why Washington has been unable or unwilling to solve any of our problems. We can't afford another so-called economic expansion like the one from the last decade, what some call the lost decade. And yes, it means passing a comprehensive energy and climate bill, and it is precisely to relieve the burden on middle-class families that we still need health insurance reform. I take my share of the blame for not explaining it more clearly to the American people. And I know that with all the lobbying and horse trading, the process left most Americans wondering, what's in it for me? Our deficit will grow. Premiums will go up. Patients will be denied the care they need. Small business owners will continue to drop coverage altogether. Most of this was the result of not paying for 2 wars, 2 tax cuts, and an expensive prescription drug program. Starting in 2011, we are prepared to freeze government spending for 3 years. We'll still face the massive deficit we had when I took office. More importantly, the cost of Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security will continue to skyrocket. The problem is, that's what we did for 8 years. We face a deficit of trust, deep and corrosive doubts about how Washington works that have been growing for years. With all due deference to separation of powers, last week the Supreme Court reversed a century of law that I believe will open the floodgates for special interests. And we can argue all we want about who's to blame for this, but I'm not interested in relitigating the past. We've prohibited torture. We will support the Iraqi government as they hold elections, and we will continue to partner with the Iraqi people to promote regional peace and prosperity. But make no mistake, this war is ending, and all of our troops are coming home. The threat of nuclear weapons. I've embraced the vision of John F. Kennedy and Ronald Reagan through a strategy that reverses the spread of these weapons and seeks a world without them. To reduce our stockpiles and launches, while we're working with Muslim communities around the world to promote science and education and innovation. This year, I will work with Congress and our military to finally repeal the law that denies gay Americans the right to serve the country they love because of who they are. Thank you. God bless you. And God bless the United States of America.